but also Erik ten Hag had a direct contact with Ruud van Nistelrooy to speak about the possibility to join his coaching staff for the upcoming season, and Ruud van Nistelrooy is now really tempted by the possibility to join Ten Hag. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, we touch on Manchester United updates, something also on Chelsea, and more to say on other stuff including Joselu, Nacho, Ricardo Calafiori and more. Let's jump into it together. And so guys, let me start today's video by mentioning an exclusive update I can give you on Manchester United, because meetings are taking place between today and tomorrow to complete the new contract of Erik ten Hag. The agreement is almost done. The agreement is imminent, and so Erik ten Hag is set to sign a new deal at Manchester United. Everything is almost ready, just discussing the final details, but Erik ten Hag will obviously stay as Manchester United manager. We know that already decided weeks ago by Ineos, by Sir Jim Ratcliffe and all the people at the club. So Ten Hag is staying at Manchester United, but Ten Hag is staying with a new contract, a longer contract. He already had one more year left on his contract. We will see how long is going to be this deal. Some sources say it could be 2 additional years to his contract, so making it total a 3-year deal. But in any case, I can guarantee that between today and tomorrow, with new meetings, Man United and Erik ten Hag are set to complete the agreement over new deal. So Ten Hag is staying with a new contract. This is an important update for Manchester United because the new co-owners wanted to send a strong message by trusting the manager, not just with the decision to confirm him, but also with the decision to advance on a new contract, and now they are almost there. Meanwhile, guys, I wanted to tell you something, it was an exclusive news from last week, on Ruud van Nistelrooy, because as part of this agreement between Manchester United and Erik ten Hag, there are going to be changes in the staff of Ten Hag. So there will be new faces in the staff. It's going to be part of the change, something needed after a difficult season last year. And so now what we can say on this topic is that Ruud van Nistelrooy is getting closer to signing as new Manchester United coaching staff member, as new assistant of Erik ten Hag. So the big return of Ruud van Nistelrooy at Manchester United is getting really concrete. It was an exclusive story last week saying that Ruud van Nistelrooy had 2 possibilities. One was to be a head coach, for example, at Burnley. They were interested in Van Nistelrooy. They had 2 meetings with Ruud van Nistelrooy, but also Erik ten Hag had a direct contact with Ruud van Nistelrooy to speak about the possibility to join his coaching staff for the upcoming season, and Ruud van Nistelrooy is now really tempted by the possibility to join Ten Hag and go to Manchester United. So final decision is expected really soon, but optimism to bring Ruud van Nistelrooy back to the club, waiting for the final steps of this story and for the final answer of Ruud van Nistelrooy. The final answer of Marc Guiu, the Barcelona talent, is imminent, with Chelsea confident to close the deal really soon. While I'm recording, Chelsea believe they are set to complete this deal for Marc Guiu, waiting on the final green light on player side, but big optimism on club side, because Chelsea want and plan to trigger the release clause for Marc Guiu, 6 million euros. Chelsea had very positive talks with the player, with his family, presenting them the project they have for Chelsea. So Marc Guiu will go to Chelsea. He's not in the plans as of today to go to Strasbourg, but the plan is to go to Chelsea to be part of Enzo Maresca team, and then to see how they will develop together, what they want to do with Marc Guiu in the future. But the project they presented to the player is for Chelsea. Chelsea believe, especially some people into the board, that Marc Guiu is a huge talent, is considered a top potential in terms of skills to show important things also in the future, and they believe that 6 million euros is an incredible cheap opportunity. The release clause into his contract at Barcelona is making it a bargain, according to Chelsea, and so they want to pay the clause, sign Marc Guiu and trust him for the first team, giving him an opportunity and then deciding what they want to do. So it looks really close, almost imminent, waiting for the final answer from the player. Also, Barcelona are waiting for the player to communicate his decision because Barcelona offered him a new contract. They couldn't break their salary structure for Guiu, obviously, but they improved their current salary, offering an important salary to Marc Guiu, offering a different release clause into the new contract. But at the moment, also Barca believe that Chelsea are front runners for Marc Guiu. Also, Bayern asked for informations 3 weeks ago for this opportunity to go for Marc Guiu, but now Chelsea are absolute front runners and confident to get the deal done for this striker. So keep close eye to this story because Marc Guiu and Chelsea is entering into the final stages and could be one more addition, one more signing for Chelsea project. Then I wanted to touch on a player you always ask me about, guys, for Liverpool, for Tottenham, for Juventus, Riccardo Calafiori. We know that Juventus for this Italian centre-back already moved important steps. It was around February, March, April, May. They had multiple contacts on Riccardo Calafiori's side, and Calafiori would be still keen on joining Juventus, tempted by staying in Italy and joining Juventus. But the real issue is between Bologna and Juventus because Bologna were not happy with the way Juventus and Thiago Motta acted for the manager to leave Bologna and join Juventus. So this is why between Bologna and Juve is not an easy situation. Juventus would need a big proposal to change the story and sign Riccardo Calafiori. So Juve are still there. Juve have the green light on player side, but Juve still don't have any kind of agreement with Bologna. Bologna are waiting for the end of the Euros. Bologna hope to keep the player for one more season, play Champions League football, and maybe sell him in summer 25. So Bologna will fight to keep the player. But also, they know that after the Euros, they might receive some big proposal from abroad, maybe some Premier League. So Bologna keep the doors open in case they receive a crazy proposal from top clubs. Otherwise, they are more than happy to keep the player at the club. They will not make it easy. And why? Because Riccardo Calafiori also into the deal has a specific clause. Basel, the club who signed Riccardo Calafiori from Roma years ago, own a 40% of the future sale of the player. So 40%. Over 6 million euros, the fee Bologna paid to Basel, over that money, so over 6 million euros, 40% of the deal will go to Basel. This is why Bologna will make life difficult to all the clubs interested in Calafiori, and this is why it's a possible deal for this summer, but it's not going to be an easy deal, and big money would be needed to sign Riccardo Calafiori, who is doing fantastic with the Italian national team at the Euros. Touching on movements, guys, on defenders, Nacho leaves Real Madrid. He signed with Saudi Pro League side Al Qadsiya. Is a 2-year contract for Nacho, who leaves Real Madrid, rejected proposals from Europe, and not only because he respects Real Madrid, he loves Real Madrid, and he only wanted to play for Real Madrid in Europe. So Nacho moving to Al Qadsiya after legendary career at Real Madrid, 23 years at the club. Joselu also leaving Real Madrid. Joselu is going to Qatar, not to Saudi. He's going to Al Gharafa, 2-year contract, 1-year option. Everything is ready between Joselu and Al Gharafa, waiting to finalize on club side, but the here we go is there because the agreement with the player is done, and so Joselu will be a new player of Al Gharafa. Meanwhile, player of Inter is Hakan Çalhanoğlu, who announced his decision to stay at the club despite all the rumors we had about Bayern. Bayern reached out to the player, it was weeks ago, but not to Inter, never sent so far an official proposal to Inter, and so at the moment the situation is clear. Çalhanoğlu is prepared to stay. And so, guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories. Erik Ten Hag, new contract. Let me know your opinion on Ten Hag and Ruud van Nistelrooy for Manchester United, but also on the movements of Riccardo Calafiori, which club should go for him. He's doing fantastic for Italy. And then also Marc Guiu and Chelsea, your feeling on this deal. Here in comments, like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon with Fabrizio. Ciao.